What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in today's video we're taking a look at the best loot from the Deep Stone Crypt raids. If you want to find out what the best weapons are and the sort of roles that you need to be going after, then be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a rating down below, that super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're brand new here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now with the launch of the Deep Stone Crypt raid, we have a new range of weapons to go after, and with that we're going to be taking a look at the best roles and the best weapons out of the set that you need to be chasing down. Now before we jump into the meat of today's video, massive thank you to BENQ. They sent out a ScreenBar Plus a few months back and I've had a great time using it. Now you're probably looking at the footage here and going, Jarv, I don't really see any form of light there. Well, you're absolutely right, because it's a very clever space-saving lamp. It actually sits on top of your monitor, so it doesn't take up any room on your desk. And it also creates a glare-free environment with no reflections and only precision lighting. So whether you're doing long gaming sessions, working from home, or you just want to sit down and read a book, then it creates the perfect lighting conditions for you to do that. Now BENQ sent me the ScreenBar Plus, which has the auto dimming feature, so you can adjust the brightness and hue of the lighting yourself, or you can set it to automatic and it will adjust the brightness and hue for you. This is the setting I have it on, and it's pretty much perfect day or night. Right now you can get a 10% discount on the ScreenBar series range, and if you're from the UK or Europe you can get an extra £5 or €5 off by using one of the discount codes in the video description below. Now back into today's video, the first weapon we're going to take a look at today is called the Trustee, and this is a new legendary energy scout rifle. This one is a rapid fire frame though, so it fires in full auto with deeper ammo reserves and has a faster reload when the weapon is empty. Now if you don't have this scout rifle, you can get this from the first encounter, the Crypt security encounter inside the Deep Stone Crypt raid, as well as arms, legs and the class item. The scout rifle can also drop there too. Now interestingly, the raid weapons actually have created roles. As well as being a rapid fire frame, the created role has polygonal rifling, which gives you +10 to your stability, and drop mag, which gives you a +30 to your reload speed. Now the first legendary trait we have is under pressure, and this will improve your stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower. And in the final column we have a brand new perk called Redirection. This is where damaging rank and file combatants increases damage against more powerful foes. So you can basically take out red bar enemies first to deal increased damage to any orange or yellow bars in the area. So all in all, the created role is a very solid role. However, in the middle column for our perks here we have a few other options. Killing Wind is a possible trait here, which is where final blows grant increased mobility, weapon range and handling for a short duration. That could be very useful on a weapon like this. But there's also a couple of new perks. We have Reconstruction, and this is where the weapon slowly reloads itself over time up to double its capacity. And in the final column we have a few strong choices. You have High Impact Reserves, where the rounds at the end of the magazine will deal more damage. But you've got a few new perks here too, as well as Redirection, which we've already mentioned. You also can possibly roll Wellspring, and this is a very popular perk at the moment, and this is where kills with the weapon generate ability energy, and this energy is divided between any uncharged abilities. Now if you're looking for the absolute god roll, in terms of the middle column, Reconstruction is an absolute top tier perk, as it allows you to almost double up your capacity on your ammo, and if you compare that with something like Appended Mag or Tactical Mag, then you'll have some very deep ammo reserves indeed. And in the final column, Redirection is an absolute top tier perk where damaging rank file combatants will increase your damage to more powerful ones, but also Wellspring is another fantastic trait, giving you lots of ability energy which you can generate lots of by utilizing your deep ammo reserves. And naturally, scout rifles aren't in the strongest place right now in Destiny 2, but this being a solar full auto scout rifle from a raid, this is the closest we'll probably get to Vision of Confluence, unless we get a massive buff to scout rifles in a later sandbox update. But definitely well worth going after, as it's available from the very first encounter. Next up we have the Commemoration. This is a legendary power machine gun. This one is an adaptive frame, so it has a well-rounded grip, is reliable and sturdy. Once again, there is a created role that you can go after. Now this rolls with full bore, which will increase your range by +15, but reduce your stability by -10 and your handling by -5. It comes with Tactical Mag as a result though, to offset some of those. And in terms of its main legendary traits, the created role has Feeding Frenzy, where each rapid kill with this weapon progressively increases its reload speed for a short time. And in the final column it drops with Under Pressure, which is improved stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower. Now if you don't have this weapon, this drops from the Taniks the Abomination, the final encounter from the Deep Stone Crypt. So as well as the head, chest and legs, the sword and machine gun will drop at the final encounter. So if you don't have this yet, you'll need to go all the way to the final boss and complete the raid to get a chance at getting your hands on the Commemoration. Now in terms of the absolute god roll, Tactical Mag is up there with one of the best magazine options available. The other options here are things like Appended Mag or Extended Mag, however Tactical Mag will boost your stability and reload speed as a result. Now in the middle column we have Surplus and Reconstruction once again, the same as the Trustee Scout Rifle, but alongside this though we have things like Dynamic Sway Reduction and Zen Moment, which will be very useful on console. But for me, the best option in the middle column is still Feeding Frenzy. The reload speed on this weapon isn't the greatest, so if you can get as many rapid kills as you can with the weapon, then this will help increase the reload speed, at least for a short time. And in the final column we have a few options. Rampage is here, where kills with this weapon temporarily grant increased damage, which stacks up to 3 times. So this is going to help replace Hammerhead. So if you wasn't able to get a good 7th Series Saw, which has now been reintroduced this season, then this is the best alternative for a legendary machine gun that we currently have inside Destiny 2. If you don't have it though, as we said before, you'll need to complete the raid to do it, and only 5% of players currently have it. So be sure to form those fire teams together, jump into the raid and try and get the win, get the dub, and get your hands on the Commemoration. Next up we have the Heritage. This is a legendary kinetic shotgun. This one though is a precision frame, so it fires a single slug round, and this weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertical. Now in terms of the created role for this, it comes with Corkscrew Rifling, which boosts the range, handling and stability by +5. It comes with Assault Mag, which greatly increases its stability, but also its rate of fire. So the stability is by +15 and the rate of fire is by +10. And in terms of the perks here, we have Reconstruction, one of the new perks introduced within the raid, but also Recombination, which is a brand new perk specific currently to this weapon, and this is where elemental final blows increase the damage of this weapon's next shot. Now in terms of extra damage dealing perks when you're looking for the absolute god roll, that is the only perk available. Recombination is the only one that will increase the weapon's damage output. There's nothing like 1-2 punch, rampage or trench barrel available on this weapon. Now in terms of the absolute god roll, Assault Mag is probably still the best option here. Anything that increases the rate of fire will help improve the shotgun's DPS. In the middle column, Reconstruction naturally is an absolute top tier option. You have a few other options as well though, things like Dual Loader, which reloads 2 shells at a time but will reduce your reload speed. Another great option, and a personal favourite of mine, is Slide Shot, and this is where sliding partially reloads the weapon's magazine and will temporarily boost your range and stability. So if you ever find yourself in the thick of the action and you need to quickly reload, sliding is the next best option and allows you to get back into the action as quickly as possible. And in the final column there are a few interesting choices. Naturally Recombination, as that helps boost the weapon's damage, but you also have things like Killing Wind, where final blows will greatly increase your mobility, range and handling for a short time. And most of the kills that you'll be getting with your shotgun are going to be one-hit kills, even inside PvE. So Killing Wind is a perk that's going to be up for you most of the time. Another great option though is Fresh, a brand new perk introduced this season, and this is where killing combatants with the weapon will generate a small amount of super energy. So depending on what you want to utilize the shotgun for, obviously for killing ads, but in terms of what you want it to deliver for you, whether that be increased damage, super energy, or even just general better weapon performance, you have some great options here in the final column that are entirely down to personal preference. All in all though, only 8% of players currently have this, and this drops from the Replication encounter, which drops the arms, legs and class item alongside the sniper rifle and this shotgun. Now next up we have the Succession. This is a legendary kinetic sniper rifle. This one is an aggressive frame, so it has high damage as well as high recoil. In terms of the created role, it comes with Fluted Barrel, where stability provides a +5 stat and handling by +15. It comes with Tactical Mag, which again boosts stability by +5, reload and magazine by +10. And then it comes with No Distractions, where aiming this weapon for a short period will reduce flinch. And in the final column we have Vorpal Weapon, which is increased damage against bosses, vehicles and any guardians with their super active. Now in terms of the absolute god roll, in terms of the magazine options, Tactical Mag is still probably the best option. Extended Mag is another alternative choice. It will provide even larger magazine sizes, but it will reduce your reload speed by -20. For the middle column, Reconstruction is again there. This is where the weapon slowly reloads itself over time up to double capacity, and when you pair that with some of those magazine options, that will allow for an incredible magazine on a high impact sniper. So if you're looking to deal lots of damage against bosses, then that is definitely the option of choice. Now in terms of the final column, if you want to maximize your magazine, then Vorpal Weapon is most definitely the best choice here. This provides increased damage for you, more importantly against bosses, vehicles and any guardians with their super active. If you're looking for other extra damage dealing perks, then Recombination is again here, as well as Rampage, which temporarily grants increased damage and that will stack up to 3 times. But if you're looking for consistent and reliable damage increases, then Vorpal Weapon is definitely the perk of choice. Now much like the Heritage, this is available from the Replication Encounter, which provides arms, legs and a class item, the shotgun and the Succession sniper rifle. So if you don't have one, you'll need to make your way through that part of the raid in order to get your chance. Now the final weapon on our list today is the Posterity. This is a legendary energy hand cannon. This one is precision frame, so the recoil on this weapon is more predictably vertical and it fires quickly with high accuracy. Now this hand cannon comes with some entirely unique perks, one of which is part of the created role. Now the created role on this comes with polygonal rifling, which boosts your stability by +10, alongside extended magazine, which boosts your magazine by +30 but reduces your reload by -20. It comes with Genesis, where breaking a combatant shield with this weapon fills its magazine from reserves, and energy weapons regenerate ammo on hit when matching the damage type to the combatant's shield. And in the final column we have an entirely unique perk available on this weapon, and this is called One for All, and this is where hitting 3 separate targets increases damage for a moderate duration. Now in terms of the absolute god roll for this, if you're looking for a PvE weapon at least, Tactical Mag is probably your preferred option here. It boosts your magazine by +10 still, but boosts your stability by +5 and improves your reload by +10. In the middle column, we're going to need some extra reload speed perks here. You have a few choices though. You have things like Reconstruction, Feeding Frenzy, or even Rapid Hit, where rapid precision hits temporarily increase stability and reload speed over time. Now in the final column, you have a few interesting choices. One for All is the brand new perk we've already mentioned. That is most definitely there. Redirection is again there as well, where damaging rank and file combatants increases your damage against more powerful ones, but Rampage is here too. So kills with this weapon will temporarily grant increased damage, which stacks up to 3 times. So if you're looking for fast reload and increased weapon damage, you're actually sport for choice on the options on this weapon. Now currently only 6% of players have it. Now if you don't have it, you'll need to defeat Adsak. Now as well as dropping the chest, arms and class item, he also has the opportunity to drop this hand cannon. So if you haven't got it just yet, make sure to get to Adsak at least to defeat him to get your chance. So there we have it. That is a rundown of the best 5 weapons that have been made available as part of the Deepstone Crypt raid. So if you don't have any of them, be sure to jump in. And if you have any great rolls or recommended god rolls, then be sure to sound off down in the comment section below. Now if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel. And if you're brand new here, I want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.